Today we're going to make a Kumihimo braid, and I've probably shown you a history of Kumihimo before. First step is to use your cardboard template. I've already drilled some holes in here to make it easier, but we need to put 2 dashes on each side, about a 1/2 inch long. You're going to do this with a pencil. I'm doing it with a Sharpie so you can see. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about a clock, and I'm going to draw arrows going clockwise. And you're probably wondering why. And I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Once you have your 8 dashes, you want to cut them. When you cut, you want to put the cardboard all the way at the end of your scissors. Don't start up here. It's harder to cut when you start at the end. So put it all the way in the back, kind of like this. Oh, and don't forget to put your name on it. Okay, set that aside. Now, I have a yarn bin station in the room, and you need to find 7 pieces of yarn, not 6, not 8, 7. So you are first going to find 7, and then you need to lay them out in front of you just to be super certain that you have 7. Takes a little bit of time, but it is well worth it, because if you tie all of these pieces together and realize that you have too many or not enough, it just adds more work to the whole thing. And I might have too many actually, because I think I accidentally took 2 of those lime green pieces. So now that they're laid in front of me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Also, while they're laid in front of you, have your table partner count them again, just a second time to be certain. Now, some of you know how to tie knots and some of you don't. So I'm going to show you how to tie a knot. And if you try and you're not good at it, if there's someone else at your table who is good at it, by all means, have them help you. You want to line up your yarn on one side. Your yarn on the other end is going to be all different lengths, and that doesn't matter. But line it all up, hold on to it, make a loop like this. Do you see how I did that? I took the end and I looped it back, and then I held on to that part where it looped back. Now I'm going to take the end and pull it through that hole like that. And then I'm going to tighten it. At this point, I could trim this, but I don't think it needs to be trimmed too much. Now, the next step is you might need to use a pencil, because we have to get this fat knot through this little hole. So what I like to do is I like to use my pencil just to loosen it up. You don't want to make it too loose, because otherwise it will fall through and be hard to maintain. Now, this yarn has a long end and a very short end. You want your short end on the back with your name and the long end on the front. You're probably thinking, well, Miss Emily, you made 8 dashes, but we only have 7 pieces of yarn. That's okay. We need that open dash for our weaving to work, because we're moving the yarn around in a circle. And if there isn't an open dash, there's no place to move a yarn. Okay. The next part of this process is a pattern. We're going to do the same thing over and over again. You're going to start off with your open dash on the bottom. Then what you're going to do is you're going to count up and to the right. And I like to do it like this. I like to say dash, 1, 2, 3. On the 3rd spot, take that 3rd piece of yarn, bring it down to the open dash, then take your new open dash to the bottom and count again. Dash, 1, 2, 3. Bring the 3rd yarn down to the open dash, bring the new open dash to the bottom. Dash, 1, 2, 3. To the bottom, to the bottom. dash, 1, 2, 3. Now my arrows are telling me which way to rotate my cardboard. I'm counting up and to the right, and I'm rotating to the right. Dash, 1, 2, 3. And you're probably thinking, well, nothing's happening. Well, do this maybe 10 or 20 times, and you're going to start to see something coming out the end. And we probably can't see anything yet on mine. Another thing to consider is the mess on the bottom. So when these yarns are really long, they get tangled. So you have to give them a little hairbrush every few moves. Dash, 1, 2, 3. Dash, 1, 2, 3. Bring the open dash to the bottom. Dash, 1, 2, 3. Open dash to the bottom. Dash, 1, 2, 3. Open dash to the bottom. Dash, 1, 2, 3. If you Google Kumihimo bracelets and looms, you're going to find there's a lot of different looms, and this is the simplest one. It's a square. Normally people cut off the corners to make it easier to move the yarn, but that's just an added step. Now I'm starting to get a bracelet in there. Do you see it? You probably don't want to watch me do this for 20 minutes, but that's what you're going to do in class today. Oh, I did that wrong. Dash, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Open dash to the bottom. Dash, 1, 2, 3. Open dash to the bottom. Dash, 1, 2, 3. Third piece of yarn, bring it to the open dash, bring the new open dash to the bottom. Pull that bracelet out. It is starting to become a bracelet. Have fun.